What's going on, guys? I hope your day is going a little bit better than this girl's day. So apparently this DoorDash driver was caught on camera, quote unquote, exposing himself at the customer's front door. This story is absolutely wild. It hits a little bit home because I used to deliver with DoorDash. You want to keep the food clean. You want to keep it, in a bag or something like that. You want to make sure that it gets from the restaurant to the customer as clean and as fast as possible. You never know if some driver's like picking their nose or if they ate a French fry or something like that. But this is probably 10 times as worse.
A young woman in Phoenix is speaking out tonight, sharing a horrifying story about what happened with a food delivery driver.
You can see right there when the woman steps out to retrieve the food, which looks like a McDonald's bag. Guys, we got to stop ordering McDonald's on Uber Eats. We got to stop eating McDonald's as a whole. That shit is terrible for you. It's so bad. Eat something else. Make a burger at home. Just stop eating that junk. Anyways, you can see her looking out. She's probably just craving those salty ass fries from McDonald's. She ordered McDonald's. You could see her coming out of the door and she's looking to her right immediately. I think she probably knew the guy was there or still lurking around, but let's take a look.
For 12 News at 10, I'm Kariba Divine.
I'm Mark Curtis. After dropping off the woman's food, which is disgusting when you hear what happens from there, the delivery driver comes back and exposes himself at her front door. 12 News journalist Bianca Bono talked to the woman, and Bianca, this is just disgusting.
Yeah, guys, it really is. And food delivery services have become such a routine part of so many people's lives. And this is really a nightmare scenario.
That's kind of crazy and probably pretty true that a lot of people order DoorDash and Uber Eats and stuff like that, even Grubhub. But just keep in mind, if you're a regular person and you're working a regular job, you're able to drive around and just pick up food on the way home. Just pick up some food and cook at home, or just go out and drive to get the food. I know the convenience of the delivery service is really nice, but you'd be surprised how fast these bills add up. Like if you have, let's say you ordered one meal a night and you did it every night for the entire week, or even just 5 days, that shit adds up, man. The food is more expensive through the app per item, and then you have to tip the driver, and there's a sales tax, and then there's a fee for the delivery app. So it adds up. So like a $15 meal that you might get from like your local store is going to be around $30 to $35, which is insane. That might actually be the real crime here.
Never known this happened had the incident not been caught on her neighbor's camera.
It just happened to be one night where I was like, I don't want to make food.
It was a typical Friday night for Lily Seefingphone. She works in the restaurant industry and got home from work, ordering a late dinner before going to sleep.
I had that DoorDash deliver my food.
The events of that night captured on her neighbor's Ring doorbell camera. And at first, when the DoorDash delivery driver drops off her food, nothing appears to be out of the ordinary. Then, at 2:11 a.m., Lily grabs her food, glancing down the hallway.
He was walking across, but his eyes were like locked sideways to me. And I was like, that's weird.
The DoorDash driver still there. Her stomach turned.
And so I locked both locks on my door.
Then she went to sleep, never expecting the news she would get the next morning.
Okay, so I guess the driver dropped the food off and walked away, seemingly, and waited for this girl to come out and grab the food to see what she looked like. That's what I'm guessing, because she said when she went out to grab the food, she saw him there, and you could see her looking to the right at the hallway. I mean, that's just creepy, man. Like, you're supposed to drop the food off and move on. Like, you're there to make money. You want to make as many deliveries as fast as possible, not be a fucking creep.
Got a message from my neighbor across the hall that has the Ring camera, and he told me like, hey, this is what happens.
At 2:16 a.m.
Okay, so he delivered the food at 2:11 a.m. Or sorry, that's when she retrieved the food. So she came out at 2:11 a.m. to grab the food, and 5 minutes later, this guy comes back, seemingly from the right side. So either he was hanging out on the floor the entire time, or he was maneuvering around the building and decided to come back. That's super fucking weird.
2:16 a.m. The DoorDash worker was back, masturbating at her front door.
Hey, yo! This dude's jerking off at the front door? Dude, that is disgusting. Oh my god.
Disgusted, violated, just uncomfortable. Just because he knows exactly where I live, how to get into my building.
That's a great point. So normally, if anyone has ever delivered food before or has done a delivery, we normally have a code on our phone. The customer is supposed to provide an access code for us to get into the building. And so, we can normally see the code. I'm assuming most people just deliver the food and move on. I'm sure they don't save the code on their phone or something. But this is one of those guys that you probably don't want to give that code to and just meet them at the door downstairs, because that's super fucking weird, man. And she's 100% right. Now he knows whatever access code there is to get into the door. He knows her apartment number. He knows that she doesn't have a camera and just the neighbor does. And now he knows what she looks like. That's so weird.
For her safety, immediately notified DoorDash and the Phoenix Police Department. The initial response she got from the company
Said that he was removed from any of my future orders.
Just yours?
Just mine.
A DoorDash spokesperson telling 12 News in a statement that was a miscommunication, claiming he was deactivated right away. Days later, Lily got an updated response from DoorDash saying the delivery driver was removed from the platform, offering her a $15 credit.
What? A $15 credit for a potential, I'm just going to say it, a potential rapist or something? Because imagine if that girl had come to the door while he was there or around the corner. He could have just forced his way in. That's so, $15 is all you could do? Come on, man. That's just so fucking stupid. That's basically them saying, hey, whatever, your meal was, let's say it was 20, 30 bucks. We can't even comp the entire meal. We're just going to give you 15 bucks. And it's a credit for you to use in our app again, which you had a problem with to begin with one of our drivers. Like, that's so stupid. Such a corporate response. So disconnected.
Phoenix Police, a public information officer, tells 12 News detectives are actively investigating the case, working to establish the appropriate crime that was committed, along with identifying the person.
Dude, you could see him jerking off right there. It's fucking gross.
He just been standing at my front door waiting for me to get my food and just push into my apartment.
Lily says she's thankful she
she thought the same thing. That's 100% fact. He could have done that.
This wasn't his.
Look at that. You can see his arm jerking off.
Arrest is made soon.
Hold him accountable for what he did.
Just an awful situation.
You have to wonder, this guy has probably done this before, because he just seems like this is normal. It seems like he just thinks this is okay. Plus, there's so many cameras nowadays. Why would you even consider jerking off in a building? That's so fucking dumb. Let's take a look at some of these comments, because this is crazy, man. Becoming a sex offender for a door frame is crazy. Ooh, a $15 credit. How generous. It really shows how much DoorDash cares. Yeah. It's crazy, man. Absolutely wild. He did something to the food. Stop ordering from these apps. I mean, like I said, guys, I used to deliver with these guys, and there's all types of DoorDash drivers, and really all you have to do is provide a valid driver's license. You provide registration for your vehicle and what type of vehicle it is. Show that you have insurance on the vehicle so that they're not a liability, or that you're not a liability to the company. You pretty much just have to pass a criminal background check, and that's it. Now, I don't know if you're allowed to have a tainted criminal background check, like if certain crimes are accepted or not. So many weirdos that have a clean background just because they're so introverted and don't do anything could easily get on these apps and do some wild shit like this. I actually recently just saw a female streamer that had her dog take a shit on some of the delivery items that she was supposed to drop off via a Walmart Spark order, which is basically delivering groceries. And the dog had a worm coming out of its ass. And it went on the bag of groceries, and all she did was just wipe it off, and she still delivered the groceries and never said anything. That is so nasty. You just never know what's happening to the food yourself if you are not picking it up. And that's why I say, fuck the delivery service. Unless you're running a business or your time is more valued doing what you're doing, maybe you're spending it with your significant other, or you're at home working or something like that, then sure, go ahead and order the food. But if you're just if you have some time and you can drive 5-10 minutes down the road and get the food, just go pick it up. Here's another one. What a creep. Imagine what this pervert would do to your food. I mean, who knows? Maybe he's one of those weird guys that just jerks off in the food or something. It was like, haha, she ate that. That's so fucking nasty. This guy needs to be reported and arrested. What's wild to me is the police are still actively looking, they say, as if they don't have, or they can't obtain the information from DoorDash on who the driver was, because he would have had to use a real name that matches a real driver's license. So it shouldn't be hard to verify who it is. I feel like they're just taking their time, and it's just not taken that seriously, He still knows where she lives, and he may be angry enough for revenge. Imagine he decides to go back, and what's this poor woman supposed to do? She's not just going to up and move. That's her home. This is actually some solid advice. Ladies, when ordering food delivery services, do not upload your picture and give a fake man's name. Some male delivery drivers are plotting on women. That's probably why he was lurking, wanted to see with a girl in the photo and see if it matches who it was, don't even let them know you're a woman. Stay safe, ladies. That's honestly solid advice. When you order food, you can give whatever name you want. So I guess I would follow that lady's advice. I hope she didn't eat that food. I hope she just threw that food out. I wouldn't even be comfortable giving that food away because who knows what that guy did to it. This guy says, dude saw her, looked up her social, and then had to go in front of her door and do it. The thought process here. That's so fucking weird. Okay, so he's saying that the guy saw the profile picture, dropped the food off, went to the left, waited for the lady to come out, and once he saw that it was the actual lady that was in the picture, because he came back 5 minutes later, so he probably looked her up on social media or something and was like jerking off to her photos on Instagram. Like, that's diabolical. Get these fucking creeps off the street, bro. These people, they have a problem. They need help. Like I said, I hope you guys' day is going better than this, ladies, and best of luck to her. I hope they catch this guy, and hopefully she never has another issue like this ever again. And I hope no one watching this has ever had a creepy experience like this. But if you've had a weird DoorDash experience or Uber Eats or whatever like that, just leave a comment down below on what the weirdest delivery driver experience you've ever had was. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and until then, peace.